Here I go. Here I go. I heard them was looking for me. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. I heard them was looking for me. Here I go. Hey, guys, gals, and gas, honey. Yes, honey. It's the Wine With Me Wednesday, and we back with the mess. Honey, baby, Jesus, honey. I'm out here in these streets. I'm still out here in these streets. We not thotting and bopping the way that we was no more. Nope. We done turned a new leaf back to an old chapter. We back on our relationship orientation, honey. We is back on our dating with a purpose. We are back on our dating with the intentions of long time. Tried the hookup thing. I never really been a hookup girl. I'd be ready for you to hook up out of my house. I'd be ready to hang you from the hook, honey, because these children, I mean, you can't even be honest with people about hooking up. They still want to bullshit you about out here when it's time to hook up. We supposed to be not cussing, ain't we? They still want to be asked you, honey, even when you out here mutually talk about a hookup. Child, honey, and then dating done changed so much since I was out here in these streets, honey. I remember one time, OK Cupid was a place that you could actually go to meet singles and to date for real. Honey, OK Cupid advertises themselves as dating for every single person. You got to pay attention to the wording. Dating for every single person. That doesn't mean dating for every person who is single. That means dating opportunities for every single body, including people who ain't single. Honey, OK Cupid ain't nothing but the non-monogamous, ethically non-monogamous, polyurethane, polyester children. Honey, the polyamorous people, aka really don't want to be with the person they got, but they gonna stay for security and mess with other people and deal with other people and call that multiple loves, when in actuality you really need to learn how to love yourself, honey, baby. And if you don't want to be in a real relationship, then let people be. Jesus, honey. Don't worry, I got receipts and I got a specific tea for y'all. I got receipts and I got a specific tea for y'all. We're going to pull up specifics. Because, honey, since I've been dating, baby, you know everything I do, I document. Honey, I warn the children on my dating profiles. It says on my dating profiles that I'm a content creator. If you do some wild, fool, crazy shit, and I don't document it and share it with my audience, I'm doing myself and my supporters a disservice. Child, we're going to have all kinds of receipts coming. I'm still keeping my word. I'm still keeping my word when it comes to the dating teas, though. I can't share with y'all what's happening in real time, because I don't want y'all to fuck me up. I don't want y'all to mess, to mess nothing up. But child, the way it's set up, we might have to change the grace period from a season to a month or to a week or something. Cause right now, in discussing my real life and in sharing my real life with y'all, we a few months behind. We still in the fall, in the vlogging, in the review, but in real life we in winter. Speaking of online dating, I recommend if you're one of the queers and you're not looking for a hookup, you're not feeling what Jack and Grindr is giving the children on Jacks and Grindr aren't substantial enough. I can only speak for the queer dating apps personally, honey. I don't be on over there on the straight people dating apps to be enough quote unquote straight men on the queer apps for me. More than enough for me to have to delete and swipe left on. I surely don't want no whole app full of them. No. I suggest Tammy. I feel like Tammy is It's been more my speed so far, based on the people I've been talking to. It's been more my speed so far, honey. Who we got in here? We got anybody in here yet? Who we got anybody in here? We got Gas Pack in here yet? He's just got out of a long breakup and downloaded Jack. Girl, it's a mess. I don't think those apps are really for love. Might be just for the SCX, for real. And see, that's why I'm confused. That's why I'm confused, Gas Pack, because that's the impression that I've been given, that the children just want to have, and then like the children don't even want to be honest and have, like, and with so many people supposed to be polyamorous and polyester and polyurethane, honey, they still cheating and they still lying and they still hiding behind their partner's back. And well, honey, I do give the children warnings. Like I said, I give the children warnings because you not getting me kicked off of no site nowhere, honey. You not getting me no lawsuit for exposing you neither. So I get consent from the children when they want to talk to me. When you want to talk to me, there is, an understanding, and there is a spoken verbal contracts that, baby, I might talk about you publicly. I might talk about you publicly. Now, if I respect you, as long as you don't give me no reason to want to disrespect you, as long as you don't disrespect me, then you can still remain anonymous. You can still remain anonymous, honey. I don't want to mess up nothing you got going on. But if you just a general trash person, honey baby, and I happen to find out through a dating site, then you just like anybody else who we expose who is trash. Honey, it don't matter that you was on a dating site, honey. A lot of these people get exposed off of dating sites, honey. Look up, go ahead and Google search gay Republican politician when we get off of this live. You'll see all the grinders and the jacks and all of that, honey. And the people will be married to women and stuff. Mm. Minding our business. But yeah, honey, so we out here in these streets, honey. I'll be able to give y'all some receipts and show y'all some teas, more teas on that teas later. But Gas Pack, I'm not 100% sure if this a thing where the culture has changed, because this is my first time genuinely dating and genuinely being single in like 10 years. A lot of things change in a decade, honey. So I'm thinking that maybe now the people are just more overtly SEX. It's the SEX positive movement. You know what I mean? Everybody is, flopping and thotting and pussy popping on handstands and back flippings and surfboards and watermelons and all types of stuff now. You know what I mean? Vanilla don't even exist no more outside of ice cream flavors. That's not even a thing. Everybody is a bust down and a bust open and a bust out. And no shade, that was part of my goal in, being explorative. I call myself trying to have a whole phase trying to be explorative. And it just never really works for me. I'm very demisexual. It's very much like the sexual attraction exists based on the connection. And if there ain't no connection, the sexual attraction don't really exist. You know? And yeah, I could fetishize a person, but I'm too evolved for that. I don't even feel comfortable doing that. I only want to fetishize you if I actually like you. But that's just me personally. Honey, speaking of actually liking somebody, we've been stalking Fenty X Savage models, since we single. Baby, honey, we have an online presence. Honey, no stone will be left unturned. Honey, if you follow me on the other socials, which you should, honey, if you got good sense, you be following me on these other socials, link in the description of all the other socials. Honey, then y'all seen how we was stalking Shane. Yeah, we learned a lot about Shane. We learned a lot about Shane's, credit score and social security number and all that kind of stuff. That's not important. Now we trying to stalk this fella, but I can't even get a wheel turner. I didn't do a reverse image search yet. I might reverse image search this. Let me go ahead and add this to the archive. We might do a reverse image search. I might have some news for y'all on our next stream, honey. But yes, if you know who this gorgeous specimen of male blackness, honey, that's coming in various shades of melanated. Oh Lord, y'all see how fertile I am? Y'all see how fertile I am? This is why I need a partner. This is why I need a partner, honey Jesus. But if y'all know who that child is, or if you even got, a little piece of information on them, honey, all you gotta do is give me a piece. I can find out the rest. I share it with y'all too. I might not be as tight. Gas Pack says, what's your thoughts on PrEP on these apps? I think it's a lifesaver because you know what people give when it comes to condoms. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. You know I'm gonna be honest with you, Gas Pack. I'm one of those girls that don't like condoms. I'm one of those girls that don't like condoms at all. I think that with PrEP and undetectable HIV statuses and people even having their HIV go in remission, yes, that is a real thing. They are curing HIV for people these days. Baby, we've been told y'all that they had a cure, honey. Magic made it. Now, but I think that has definitely allowed the queer community to kind of jump back into its sexual revolution. Like the queer community sexual revolution was paused with the introduction of the HIV and AIDS. So yeah, so I think a lot of people are getting back into it. Me personally, I'm bored with it. We tend to get flooded with a whole bunch of people who don't identify as gay, queer, trans, lesbian, bisexual. We tend to get a whole bunch of straight, particularly straight, cisgender, heterosexual men or heterosexual identifying men who ain't really straight. We tend to get a whole lot of them who live their sexual repressions out throughout our community. And you have a lot of queers who are sexually traumatized. But me, honestly, I'm over it. I like freaky things. I'm not a fan of condoms. Back before PrEP, I was a no penetration kinds of girl. I'm still a get tested with you kinds of girl and all of those things. I got a story for y'all about a child who was having a herpes outbreak and tried to tell me that it was a skin tag. I got pictures and everything. Get pictures of him too. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Korean Nick that own the store in the city. Y'all know Nick. We will get into that. Gas Pack says, so true. I hate condoms as well. Don't we all? That's why I got in a relationship. No, see. Honestly, Gas Pack, it's possible that I could have become more relationship oriented just growing up with that fear of being promiscuous and contracting HIV, because I am one of the few black trans women I know, one of the few black queers that I know who is not HIV positive, who is HIV negative, and not because I'm undetectable. I've just never contracted the virus. And my sexuality was definitely repressed for a long time too, but I've had my whole phase. Like I said, I'm still into some freaky things. You know what I mean? I might have enough courage to start disclosing some of my kinks with y'all at some point. At least while I'm still single. I mean, who knows? It might help me find a partner, honey. Now, all right. Now I found some more vidya. I found some more vidya of my life. So we gonna run through a blog real quick. Honey, her black trans life. It was Shansia. We was listening to Shansia. I think this was us riding down to North Carolina. I don't know where I found this video, and I don't know why I kept it on my phone. I think I just wanted y'all to see my neck brace and get into my neck brace action. Honey, yeah. I know y'all be jealous. I know y'all be jealous of my neck brace action, honey. Y'all be like, she ain't even got holds up her own neck. Honey, yes, and then toward the end of the summer, my birthday was in the fall. We're going to review my birthday next week. But we had to hop into my best friend's birthday. Shout out to my bestie Jasmine. Shout out to my girl Jasmine. What's going on, Jasmine? Yes, Jazzy came to Baltimore to visit her girl, honey, so that we could turn up for Jazzy's birthday. And I really love to see it because, honey, don't nobody from back home really be checking on me like that. They always want me to come to the shore, and it's like, girl, for what? You don't even want to be on the shore. Why is you trying to drag me down in your misery and your madness? And of course, I was feeling the key. I was feeling the key that night. Yeah, we was still full blown in our nervous breakdown, but we still had to turn up with the bestie. So we had found a key. We had found a key, and we kept the nervous breakdown pumping. Honey, shout out to the fam that is my bestie's sister in the middle next to her. Honey, those are her two cousins. That is her sister's best friend at the opposite ends, and next to me is our new friend Key. Yeah, shout out. We was at Rosario's. If you know anything about Baltimore, then you know Rosario's is one of the classic after hour spots, honey. That's one of the classic places that you go. We don't have Breakfast Club. I mean, we don't have Breakfast Club. We don't have the Waffle House in Baltimore. So, our after hour spots be like actual restaurants, usually seafood. Usually restaurants that specialize in either seafood or Italian. A lot of Italian restaurants in Baltimore. And you won't find their Italian working in there or owning it. You'd be like, damn, niggas is Italian now. Honey, yes, I ended up taking them to one of the segregational white gay bars near my house. Honey, you see I had came up out of that jumpsuit, like for us to be around the queers. We was at Mixers. We went to Mixers. Mixers is, a very white bar, honey. They looked at us like we was crazy because I came in there with my afro so big. I don't know. Key had came in there with locks. Honey, Jasmine be on her white passing shit sometime, or her white adjacent, or I'm friends with white people shit. But my energy don't really come off like that. So I think at first they was trying to figure out when is in black history. I make the Caucasians uncomfortable, honey, unless they anti-racist, honey. A lot of them watch TikTok and stuff, and they be like, I bet you she's one of them Afro-maniacs. I bet you she's one of them Afrocentrics. But yeah, shout out to Jasmine. Jasmine was coming out Mixers. It don't take much for Jasmine to get tipsy. It don't take much for Jasmine to be drunk. You see, she's only about 5 pounds and 3 ounces. Look at her. Word, bestie. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Just the Westin on the weekends. Hey. Yes, shout out. Y'all, did y'all see we got some housing things going on. We got some housing things going on, honey. So I'm gonna share some of the receipts with y'all. Jesus. Y'all remember when my house flooded, right? Y'all was there for that, right? I just moved into my apartment a few weeks ago. My apartment is flooding. Haven't even been here a whole month and my apartment is flooding. It's even leaking from the light, bitch. Yeah. My new journey into independence is not going to come easy, so I'm hoping that the universe and or the Lord got something planned for me. I didn't come for the drip. It's giving destruction of property, honey. Baby, it's like a pool. I don't know if y'all can see how it's glistening off the floor, but baby, it's like a pool in this bitch, alright? Let's go for a swim. If this is the result of one of my neighbors letting something flood upstairs, I hope they burn in hell. Drip, drip, drip. Well, somebody better get their gasoline drawers and prepare to burn in hell, honey. What I tell y'all, this mouth. When I tell y'all, my granny said, this mouth is like a prayer book. I still don't know what that means, but I think it means that 9 out of 10 times I'll be right. This is one of those 9. This is one of the 9. Mm-hmm. Baby, I'm in the communal laundry room, honey. And it looks like the cracker mail is being put out. Mm-hmm. Somebody's getting to fix it. You are about to lose your place. Watch this dance. About to lose your place. You are about to lose your place. Watch this dance. I didn't realize that I had said that. I had forgot that I had said that. That was a cute little, that was a cute little one for the 7. You about to lose your place. Get this dance. Child, honey. Well, I was right and I was wrong. The cracker mail was not getting put out. The cracker mail was not getting put out. The cracker mail whose stuff was in the communal laundry room is the cracker mail who had already been put out several months to a year before I had moved in. Yeah, that is the cracker female's baby daddy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all know the opioid crisis equals white people on drugs. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. It was a war against drugs when it was black people, but now that it's white people who are all crackheads and coke addicts and heroin junkies and all the things, now it's an opioid crisis. It's an opioid crisis. Well, honey, the opioid crisis got the child living in the damn laundry room occasionally. They've been allowing it. They've been allowing it. I know what the fuck we're not going to do, Jesus, honey, and what we're not going to do is have this high intoxicated Caucasian male, cisgender, honey, hetero assuming. What we're not going to do is have this person living in the laundry room that is connected to my apartment. That's what we're not going to do. It's too close for me to catch a charge. It's too close for comfort for me to be back in a gated community. Been caught me on a bad night, honey. Been caught me when I've been tipsy. Been caught me anxious or something. When the medical billicus, when the medical cannabis is pumping, honey, been caught me, honey, and he been caught a couple bullets. Ruger, honey, child be down for the count. Lord forgive me. I need to start aiming below people's weight. That just don't even sound right. It just don't even sound. It sounds like it should be against my religion to be on here because we don't condone violence. We don't condone violence here on the Fairy Puss. That's not what we're doing, honey. I'm talking about PTSD. Honey, I'm talking about self-defense. I'm talking about living your life, being seen and perceived as a woman, honey, as the weaker being, the weaker sex, honey. Y'all get so crazy with that word, the weaker sex. I don't know, honey, yeah. Crown Jewel, what's going on, honey? What is going on? Michelle, what is going on? I've been waiting for y'all to come in here. Because we got some tea to get into. I ain't been here for a while, and it's been a lot going on. And we're going to rehash. We're going to rehash, and we're going to give updates, honey. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. Gas pack. Hey, Michelle, by the way, I don't remember if I spoke to you, Michelle. Michelle is our resident moderator. Thank you, Michelle, for being here. Gas Pack asked me, Gas Pack, I'm assuming you saying this with your whole chest and being serious. Gas Pack said, do you ask me if I care to go into mental health? Gas Pack, do you mean as a profession? And if you do, Gas Pack, I want you to stop judging books by their covers. I'm already a published psychiatric rehabilitation counselor. Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got my most recent degree in psychology in 2018. I had multiple degrees, but I got my most recent one in 2018. Yes, and my career in psychology is pretty much there as long as I want it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I get paid to do a lot of stuff that I do online, Gas Pack, because I'm not just on here reading people, you know, like in a petty way. I'm on here actually psychoanalyzing people. And for whatever reason, a lot of y'all just think that I'm funny in my psychoanalysis. So I think a lot of y'all think that I'm like a comedian comment commentary. You know, I think a lot of y'all think that I'm like comedic commentary and like a comedian content creator. No, no. I'm a psychologist by trade in real life. And that is why I'm so open about my mental health journey, and I am so open about who I am psychologically. You know, I'm so openly crazy because most people are. Most people are, and a lot of people relate to my crazy. I know because I treat a lot of y'all behind closed doors, you know, and I'm held by HIPAA to not share those experiences explicitly online. But a lot of y'all are crazier than me. But instead of me telling y'all business, I just tell my own. Feel free to hit me up for counseling sessions. Feel free to hit me up for counseling sessions. I have a couple of spots open right now. You know, I tend to counsel people off and on because I'm so good at what I do. They usually don't need me full time very long. But I have spots open at the moment, and if you're ever interested, I yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. I'm not accepting insurance at the moment. We ain't got time. We ain't got time to accept insurance. We'll talk about it later another time. We got so many things. The gays have gone wild, and we got to talk about it today. We got to talk about it today, Gas Pack. Yes, honey. Thank you, honey. Gas Pack gave me an excuse to run down my resume, honey. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle says that I am an amazing psychologist. Uh, on the weekends, I'm a better psychologist than I am during the week. At least here recently. Baby, these are some people who need a psychologist since we discussing psychology.
Let me get the picture. Where my nigga? Start that maze. Bro, let him know you're crazy.
Baby, this was a bunch of homosexuals fighting at Bulldogs in Atlanta, honey. Now, keep in mind, Bulldogs is where the old girls hang. If you look at the people in the background who are not fighting and who are not holding cameras, a lot of them are bald or gray, because this is where the old pedophilic girls tend to hang out and prey on the younger queers and stuff like that in Atlanta. But we do not condone violence over here on the Fairy Puss Network. Honey, on the Very Fairy Puss channel, on None of the Puss, do we condone violence? I was just trying to show y'all why mental health professionals are needed in the Black queer community. Because I get videos like this every day. Honey. And since we watching Black queers fight, honey, and again, we don't condone this bullshit. We actually gonna read these people in 17 seconds. Honey, let's Now Nest Network, Now Nest TV, Now Snatch a Wig, honey, child, Zeus Miniature, baby, Jesus, honey, let me, I don't even know what I was. We just gonna play the videos because it's a whole entire fool, child. Lord. Okay, so that is Tasha K being transphobic. And that is her way of telling y'all that these are transgender women fighting against each other on television. Yes, this is South Central, down south. I really don't care to name, and I really don't care to share the name with y'all. I hope that y'all don't support Now That's TV and all that. But since it's happening in America, and it's the transmission fluids, the black trans. See, this type of shit makes me be embarrassed to be a part of the community. I swear to God, honey. Tasha K, Jesus, is enough to make me be embarrassed to be a content creator too. I ain't lying to you. Whoever do Sydney sew-ins, they do it. Now I've been told y'all that I'm not related to Sydney Slow Star. Baby, I've been told y'all that I'm not related to girl. I'm not related to none of these hoes. Child, really? We out here literally blood on the leaves, bodies in the streets as black and brown trans women. Child, and y'all get the opportunity to get on TV and this is what y'all did? Are you fucking serious? And then none of you hoes can fight? And why is y'all fighting each other? Honey, they be on here getting beat up by the cisgender women, honey. Lord forgive me. These hoes is proof that there is not always an athletic advantage. Honey. And sadly, these hoes is proof that with trans women, a lot of times it's not an intellectual advantage either. Lord forgive me. Child. I'm ashamed to know you hoes. My Lord. I'm ashamed to be a part of it. But get into this foolishness, honey. On top of the fact that the show is absolutely deaf, I was thinking low vibrational, but what happens when the vibrations ain't vibrating? It's silence. This child, I don't even know I can't even come up with no read because it reads itself.
Security here for these motherfuckers today.
Tasha, it's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. We already had to escort 2 bitches out. Well, 1.
What's the other one?
No, I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
Oh my God.
Because I don't agree with that.
I know. We had a whole.
First of all, this bitch in the green, honey, this Fashion Nova ass bitch over here in the green, not them hoes, but this hoe back here, where's she at? She don't even get the spotlight on her long. This bitch right here was starting trouble. She set up the transphobia. Everybody know that Tasha K is a slow drunk, right? Everybody know Tasha K a little slow, right? Honey, anybody who go from surviving R. Kelly to hosting Now That's TV, girl, you wasn't fast enough to keep up, bitch. You wasn't fast enough to keep up with your own career, honey. Child, but she gets starting this shit, bitch. These instigating that suggestion, and then y'all wonder why, honey, women can't have unity between the trans and the cisgender community because y'all bitches like to pull stunts.
We already had to escort 2 bitches out. Well, 1.
What's the other one?
No, I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
Oh my God.
Because I don't agree with that.
I know. We had a whole conversation.
Men are men, women are women.
Okay, and what's that mean?
What that mean is...
Women on women.
First and foremost, bitch, you came to host a show that is 75% transgender women. If you believe that men are men and women are women, and that's just your way of saying that trans people don't exist and you invalidating trans identities, right? If you don't believe that trans identities exist, if you don't have no respect for the transgender community, then why is you pussy popping your bald head ass on these people's stage, honey? Now, see, that's why Girl, that's why your mother don't like you, Tasha K. That's why your husband don't like you. That's why your children don't like you. Your bank account don't like you. The bank tellers don't like you because you got them doing extra work overtime because you always busy trying to dig something out of a real account and throw it in some fraudulent Cameroonian or Nigerian account or something. Girl, Tasha K, clock your drunk ass out, bitch. At this point, you are literally just the Kiki. Like, you are the Kiki. Not in a good way.
No,
yes,
was you
women
born
are
a
women.
woman? Was you
Women
born a
are women.
woman?
Let me invite my sister to say.
Okay, yeah, come sit down. Come sit down. I'm Tasha K. That's who the fuck I am. Okay, well, welcome Kenzie K to the stage.
Women are women.
Your name is right there anyway. You're supposed to be sitting there.
Women are women.
I love the way that Kenzie handled this situation up until this point. What we've seen thus far of Kenzie handling Tasha K, I appreciate it. Because real talk, baby, you know that's all you gonna get up over here, honey. Honey, you know I ain't trying to be no cisgender, don't want to be no cisgender, honey. And I keep explaining to all the cisgenders that real innate issue that y'all have with the trans is that we are more emotionally evolved than y'all. We are more evolved in a human way. We have seen life from both the perspective of people who are being perceived as women and men. You're not ready for that battle. And y'all damn sure ain't ready for that conversation. That's why y'all always want to misgender people. But I be reminding my siblings, honey, let them misgender you, baby. If they not evolved enough to see all that you are, and they can only see a certain aspects of your existence, then they are telling on themselves. What I tell y'all. Evolution. Demigods. Those who know. Honey, y'all want to talk about the Anunnaki, honey, but y'all don't want to talk about the gender ambiguity of it all, honey. Y'all don't want to talk about the intersexuality of it all. And we're not going to talk about it today, honey. We're going to stay right down here. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry if I scared you. I scared myself that time. We're going to stay right down here in the low vibrations. Kenzie, you handled yourself fine up until that point or whatever. Because, of course, Tasha made it clear that she sees you as a man. Men are men, women are women. So that's exactly what you do. Tasha K, you're not going to get on the stage and you're not going to talk crazy to no man who might knock your ass out, would you? Honey? And if you is crazy enough to do it, then let's watch and see. Because she was crazy enough to do it.
But were you born a woman?
It don't matter what you
It
want.
does, yes I was.
Okay,
Can you have babies?
And I don't want none.
Okay.
Got two of them already.
By who? By who? When it comes
Oh,
to the
my
asshole?
money,
They
my
came
money,
out the
my
asshole.
money,
Don't
my
take my
money.
money. Don't take my money. Don't take.
Tasha K talking about, can you have babies? Tasha K, you can have babies and still can't take care of them. Where is your babies at? Your babies is with somebody else who got a penis between their legs. Who, you know, your husband. Yeah, off in Africa. Girl, when the last time you seen them? Y'all only claim the womanhood is something that you can't even do right. Motherhood. Girl, if you don't see, Kenzie, this is, you got to stay on even keel. Don't let them piss you off by talking about no penis that we both know you got. What's the point of getting mad about that? Only she want to talk about a penis that everybody know you got. We going to talk about funds that everybody know that she don't have. We going to talk about hair that everybody know that she don't have. We going to talk about sex appeal that everybody know that she don't have. We going to talk about sobriety and impulse control, which everybody knows that Tasha K does not have. But, honey, you let Tasha play these games in your face. And, honey, I ain't going to lie. I might smack shit out of her had I been you. But we don't condone violence. We not condoning that. I told y'all I had mental health issues. I'm not perfect. And I don't mean no harm. Had I been Kenzie, all three of them niggas would have had to show their face and pick Tasha up off the floor. We wouldn't have had time for security to get that close or none of that, honey. Kenzie didn't really wanna hurt Tasha K, honey. And I don't want to condone violence. I'm glad Kenzie didn't want to hurt Tasha K. And that's why, you know, I could never do a TV show like this. And if I did do a TV show like this, y'all would never be able to see the footage because it would be court documents and stuff.
We not finna fucking do.
No,
Cause I'm
no,
gonna
don't
have
touch
niggas
me.
on
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Ain't no bitches down there.
I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. You a nigga.
Bitch, fuck you.
You about to say, hey, I got three niggas for you. I got three niggas for you.
I'm that one.
Okay. I was going.
Yeah, Kenzie definitely doing too much. It's giving insecure about being a nigga. Girl, Kenzie. Girl, be a nigga, be a bitch, be a nigga, bitch. Honey, because you on this ratchet show, so you either a nigga or a bitch or a hoe. Lord forgive me, honey, because it's definitely not giving lady. It's not giving queen. None of these shows give queen behavior. And if you sitting next to somebody like Tasha K and somebody like stripper outfit in the green over here, then you know it's not giving queen energy. It's not giving queen energy. Kenzie did topple Tasha underneath that chair. Yeah, y'all see these little these big white chairs they got. You gonna see Tasha go underneath it. Yeah, that was the sneak peek. Let's go ahead and speed it up so y'all can see how Tasha went underneath the chair, honey. But Kenzie crazy to me, because Tasha would have long been underneath that chair, honey. That's the only reason I would have sat down would have been to put her under the chair. She'd been under the chair by the time security got situated and realized where I was seated. It was lackluster. Kenzie, step your puss up. If you gonna be Banshee, honey, I'm not even talking about Sydney retard. I mean, Lord, that's not what I meant to say. Sydney, what was I calling her? Sydney slow moving star? What is a slow moving star? A comment? Had I been Kenzie, Sydney, George, mind you, Sydney and Joyce or whatever the other trans girl, honey, they all fighting up on each other. Y'all should have been ganging up on Tasha Smooth Wave K. What do the K stand for? What do the K stand for? Crispy Finger Wave? Like, what does it? Y'all remember when Jocelyn had beat the people up on the reunion, honey? If I ever work for a production, if I ever am hired to work with somebody who is transphobic, if I ever am hired to work with somebody who is going to openly disrespect me in an attempt to get a reaction, I will forever be the person who you get a reaction out of, honey. I don't know. Maybe when I get older, maybe when I become senior citizen, maybe I'll calm down. As of right now, we don't condone violence. We're not fighting. We're not fighting with our hands or none of that. But I just, I'm not condoning no violence here, showing that. That's just for all the companies who may consider wanting to hire me, because we've been getting a lot of sponsors hitting us up lately. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of sponsors hitting us up lately. Never in my life do I want you to think that it is a safe situation for any of us to be around somebody who we know is going to disrespect me. Now, and if it comes, unexpectedly, then we handle it how it comes. We maintain our professionalism. But never do you think that you're going to get me on the stage to exploit me with somebody who's purposefully, intentionally transphobic, anti-black, misogynistic. And I could talk to those people. We could talk online. I don't need you to hire me to talk to these people. If we're not doing something bigger and higher vibrational than that, then girl, you going to get silent, honey. You gonna get silent. I ain't gonna say nothing, honey. Long as you gonna have to pay me up front. And I'm just gonna sit there silent and look like cunt. They're gonna be talking to themselves. But if they say something that trigger me, we're gonna pray on it. We're gonna pray for everybody in attendance. We're going to pray for everybody in attendance, honey. Mm-mm. Honey. The Lord takes care of children and fools. And remember that. I'm not a child, but I'm on that list. Speaking of Jocelyn Hernandez, did y'all see this? Honey, Jocelyn is child crazy as cat shit.
Now, who don't get this cunt his license? I'm glad everybody's safe and ain't nobody hurt. But you end up with the pole on your... Now, who don't get this cunt his license? I'm glad everybody's safe and ain't nobody hurt. But you end up with the pole on your head? Like, really?
I got a couple questions. Number one, Jocelyn Hernandez. Why is you calling the roof of that person's car a head? It's the roof, bitch. And number two, why you got all that hair on your... Why Jocelyn got all that hair on her hands and knuckles and stuff? Honey, that make me question, because remember, you know, they was calling Jocelyn one of the transmission fluids at one time until she had Bonnie Bella. But I'm wondering now, like, you can be cisgender and still need a little spiral on the lactone. You know, you could be cisgender and still need a little, you know, estrogen injection. Maybe that's why Jocelyn's strong like that. Like, I'm sure it's the cocaine. I'm sure the cocaine is involved, but maybe Jocelyn is real strong like that too because CPOS or something, you know, an intersex condition. Mr. Smith is in the building, honey. Mr. Smith and the Smith family is in the building. Shout out to Mr. Smith, honey. Mr. Smith is our biggest gifter over here on YouTube when we stream, honey. We low-key be praying for you to come through, Mr. Smith, because a lot of times the lives over here, now that YouTube didn't change their guidelines, a lot of them be demonetized. A lot of them be demonetized, and that's why we warning the sponsors too. Don't set me up, honey, and don't set yourself up, baby. Child. Because if you do something to trigger one of my mental health diseases, I'm going to take you to court. Speaking of going to court, let's get into the tea. Yes, Tiana. My sis is over here with me. I love and miss you so much, sis, honey. Yes, honey. Speaking of going to jail. Child, since I've been on my little break, honey, since I've been traveling the world, you know, as a public speaking, psychological, psychotic, transgender, honey, yes, y'all been going to jail. Y'all been going to jail. Baby, honey, why so many of y'all been going to jail now? Honey, it's that crank up in this hole. Watch me crank it, watch me crank that soldier boy, that Superman that hole. Now watch me, you. Yes, honey, crank that soldier boy. Yes, and then you got Soldier Boy on the skate, but somebody dressed like Soldier Boy on the skate. Y'all really do too much on Jesus' internet, and I always catch it every time. Every time. Lord forgive me, honey. Watch me crank it, watch me roll, watch me crank that Soldier Boy and that Superman that hold down, watch me. Ooh. Honey, Miss Thankson. She was diving right into the concession stand, wasn't she, honey? They tase them quick. They tase the black folk quick. Y'all need to stop acting out in public, black people, because they starting to tase y'all a lot. And, you know, people like me can't advocate against the tasing when we laughing at the video. We glad they're not shooting y'all, me included. I'm glad they're not, you know, pow, pow, pow on us no more, you know, like that, you know, even though they be lynching us, you know, Yeah, child, we're going to have a whole special stream about the lynch of it all, honey. Not tonight. Not tonight. We not done. Not tonight, honey. These is two people who, honey, y'all probably want to go to jail or something. Some of y'all. Honey, I still think that they Kiki, honey. I'm going forever in the day talk shit about bald head and the queer. Because I think today is just a Kiki and I love their love. It reminds me of the love that I had with one of my exes. It's a Kiki because I'm trying to reconnect with this ex, honey. And if he don't cooperate privately much longer, then honey, I'm going to take it to the public for y'all to help to resolve our issues, because I'm not walking around with all of this pain and trauma. But anyway, the Smiths, it's about the Smiths, honey. Jada and them. Jada says they are staying together forever, honey. If you ever got it twisted and you was ever confused, baby, then you need to come back to life, come back to reality, honey. But I know that y'all was watching that drunk ass Tasha K, and I know y'all got all into these skits, honey.
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Well, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book.
You know, your picture's in the book and your name is in the book. So you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up.
I love that.
I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. There was murder in there.
As the world turns. Alright. Now, you got to take all of that with a grain of salt, because Tasha LaKay is not a credible source with her drunk ass. She is not a credible source. Now, believing everything that Tasha K said would be like believing everything that... Who else? Who can we trust as much as Tasha K? God damn, I don't know nobody who less trustworthy than Tasha K, not off the top of my head. Damn, this bitch is famous for being untrustworthy. Who is more... Media takeout. Trusting Tasha K is like trusting media takeout. But you never know, huh? She did help, was involved in surviving R. Kelly. Honey, and, ain't none of this tea new. I done shared a lot of this tea with y'all before, honey.
She got caught after Tisha filed for divorce in February 2018. She later claimed that her ex had been hiding money during their marriage. Will Smith's closeness with Dwayne has always raised eyebrows. Back in 2012, Star magazine came out with a front-page story alleging that Smith had a gay relationship with fellow actor and friend Dwayne Martin, which is why his marriage to Jada was reportedly falling apart. At that time, actress and wife of Dwayne, Tisha, allegedly got fed up with all of the gay rumors and spoke out. She wasn't yet convinced at the time, but things changed really quickly. The former star of the 90s hit sitcom Martin, who said she usually ignores rumors, could not remain silent any longer, so she took to Twitter to vent. In a since-deleted post, she wrote, "Usually I ignore negativity, but I'm tired of the media attacking the Smiths. They're an amazing couple, and I wish people would stop perpetuating lies." According to Tisha, she had heard the gay rumors.
Long story short, ain't nothing that's new. I believe that I shared some of y'all with it. Y'all remember that time, Alexa? Because, you know, we always got to insert the transgenders. Honey, do y'all remember when Alexis Arquette, I don't even know if y'all know who Alexis Arquette is, but she had made a post and delete one time, honey. Alexis used to be on the heavy drugs real bad and stuff and would get high and get online and tell people business and stuff. She was one of the first girls to do it, honey. I think she was like Perez Hilton's biggest source and like homegirl at one point. Anyway, Alexis had came on and was like, when Jada, and this was years ago, Alexis done been dead for years, honey. Was like when Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walks in on him servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina. Y'all know who Benny Medina, honey, is. The world renowned, I think his manager, publicist or something, used to work with Mariah and Jennifer Lopez, if I'm not mistaken, honey. Was in the middle of that. Anyway, then I would listen to them, you know, once she was like, once Will and Jada come out, then she'll listen to them. They was on the rant. Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required by the scene to kiss Anfernee Rapp. He persuaded the director to shoot the back of his head in frame, blocking the non-existent lip lock entirely. F him. Gays have enemies. They lurk in gilded closets. Outing is healthy. You are either with or against us. You decide today. Now, me personally, you know, I've never been big on. Oh, this is Alexis, if y'all don't remember Alexis. Yeah, David Arquette, Dewey, Officer Dewey in the Scream franchise. That's his sister. Yeah, they all grew up actors and stuff. And you know, the other sister is, damn, what's the Arquette girl name? I keep wanting to call her Kristen. Because she was Kristen in Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. The original Kristen, not the pie face one, but the halfway cute one. She played a mystic on TV too, a psychic on TV. Anyway, yeah, child. So that's, you know, that's where we are. That's where we are with Will. I just wanted to, you know, run over to Will and Jada. You know, I'm wishing them the best. Like I told you, I love their love. It reminds me of a past love, you know, that I had, that I'm trying to at least maintain a friendship or something with Jesus. But Will released a statement and said that this story is completely fabricated and the claim is unequivocally false. That's what Will has said, honey. I'm going to tell y'all a little Hollywood tea that I learned, honey. And it's been insinuated in Mariah's memoirs and in her music and in her interviews. It's been insinuated that Mariah has possibly experienced some type of sexual assault as a young person, right? And that's why she's not very comfortable with men and tends to be more comfortable around gay and effeminate men and stuff. I'm just telling you what I'm just here to tell y'all what I learned. Some of those things, you know, I learned from people who are actually in Hollywood, you know. I don't really tell y'all no more. I don't really expose it no more. But the celebrities continue to follow me and continue to hit me up. And, you know, they be having me on their Finsta pages and all that kind of stuff. Sources and such. Honey, you know, I just have a habit of minding my damn business. You know, so we don't really be up in these gossip streets like that, but we will be messy, you know, with sexuality and gender. are involved in the media. Yeah, we will be a little. We'll be a little. Mr. Smith said that he is a wino. Mr. Smith, please continue to support the channel, honey. I'm going to continue to talk shit about Tasha and her cake and her immigrant children that is currently running for asylum. They are immigrants. They in Africa now, honey, and they United States citizens, honey. They asylum. They seeking asylum, honey, from Tasha K's lawsuit. Baby legs and pinky toes. Jesus, clutching my pearls. Let me have to run it back because it looked like y'all done had a conversation without me, honey. Yes, yeah. Tiana says she need a smoke break. Girl, I can't wait till you get over here on the East Coast, girl. You gonna get so tired of me blowing smoke in your face. Girl, honey, when you get over here with your sister. The cocaine, yeah. Yes. Under the blood. Under the blood. Tiana said blood of Jesus. Ain't no telling what I said that caused her to say blood of Jesus. But underneath the blood, I'm sure. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith then hit us with another super chat. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I want you to continue supporting. I clearly support Tasha K. Huh. You see, we don't talk about no whole bunch of crackers over here because, honey, whether I like them or not, I ain't promoting them. Well, if I like a cracker, I will promote them. Y'all know, I promote a club cracker, honey. Club crackers is my favorite cracker. So if it's a cracker I like, it's a club cracker, honey. Yeah. Diddy, you know, we done been talked about Diddy too, honey, baby. We done talked about Diddy on our, what did we talk about Diddy on? We done talked about Diddy on TikTok and IG. And I remember I had one video, a Diddy video was one of the first video reels that I had posted. It was one of the first videos that I had posted on IG. And I remember it was a slow boy on there. Me and him used to follow each other. Yeah, I'll be attracted to slow people. I really, IQ and stuff really don't matter to me. A lot of times, slow people, we gonna change subject. Diddy. Let's go back to Diddy. Honey, yeah, Diddy steps down as the chairman of Revolt. Now, this don't mean that Diddy going to be getting no less coins. This just means that Diddy is very likely going to no longer be the face of Revolt. Pause the read. Honey, pause the read. Honey, I'm a little too slow. I'm a little too slow to be reading at the moment. It just breaks down for you that he's not going to be involved in the same way that he was involved in Revolt. But he still worked there. It's not really so much for the fans. It's like a warning for the sponsors. If y'all want to stick with us, if y'all want to stick beside us, we'll put him in the back. And if you don't know, it's because the lawsuit that Cassie filed against him. Well, honey, the lawsuit that Cassie filed against him, I think, has sparked this specific chain of events where a lot of companies that he owns wants to distance themselves from him, including DeLeon. I think he was I think he was already nixed from Ciroc, or had rolled out of Ciroc. But anyway, yeah, Cassie had did the lawsuit. If you heard me talk about it here recently, then you gonna have to listen again. Cassie done filed the lawsuit, honey. New York was having this rollback. They was having this they was allowing the what is it called? Cairo, the statute of limitations. New York had lifted the statute of limitations for adult survivors of actual assault to, file their cases, to go back and file their cases. It was some stuff happened with Trump and all that. Long story short, they was allowing, they lifted the statute of limitations for essentially all sexual assault victims to go back and file charges and pursue cases against their victimizers, right? Cassie files suit, honey, says that Diddy had her out here looking for BBC. Honey, Diddy was out here giving voyeurism, honey. Diddy was out here giving cuckolds, play in the corner, honey. Play with my guitar in the corner, play with my flute in the corner, honey, while you get slammed down and slayed down by BBCs, honey. Keep in mind that he done met this girl when she was a teenager. They keep going with the age 19, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe me and Cassie is around the same age, and I remember her being younger than 19 when she first transitioned from modeling for Diddy and Russell Simmons into singing, when she was being produced initially by Ryan Leslie, who was also an adult man who was seeing her and having an actual relationship with her as a teenage child. Shout out to Ryan Leslie. Yeah, they be passing these little girls along, honey, right in front of your face. But anyway, so Cassie, Cassie done married that white man now, honey. So the white man, had been on her side. I believe they trauma bonded. I think that's how they ended up together, because he was seeing all of the Cassie skits, and she was telling him all of the skits that he wasn't seeing when they was working out and stuff, because, he was supposed to be like her personal trainer or whatever. And honey, and of course, he wasn't never invited for none of the shenanigans, because he's not a BBC. He's a WCC. White Caucasian kind, you know what I mean? He wasn't given BBC. So he wasn't invited to the party, honey. Cassie's probably traumatized by the BBC at this point, honey. And that's probably another reason why she trauma bonded with the white man as well and feels comfortable with him. And I wish them the best. Trauma bond, people talk shit about trauma bond, but those can be very long-lasting, beautiful, healthy relationships. Depends on your definition of healthy. But anyway, Cassie filed the suit, and I don't know if you know, but it wasn't even 48 hours later. I'm wondering if it was even 24. Diddy has settled the suit. Real quick, real quietly, we're going to shut that down. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Brother Love has said. Sean Joy. Honey. Two more people came out. Two more ladies came out, honey. One still remains anonymous. The last I checked, honey, one of the ladies accused Diddy and Aaron Hall of running a train on her, honey. The stories tend to corroborate being forcibly or non-consensually intoxicated. A Mickey slip, a Bill Cosby. Not necessarily a Quaalude, but that's what they give her. Honey, two more people had came out, they said. Honey, Aaron Hall is one of them niggas. Child.
I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch.
They all know he a big nigga. Everybody gotta be good at something, right? Everybody has to have some desirable trait, right? And with Aaron, it clearly ain't his face. People also starting to reconsider things that a lot of people have said.
My focus right now is Sean Combs. He's a sex trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to sex traffic. He's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people. Andre Harrell.
Tell us how
who was mentored by Clive Davis. Puff started out as an intern.
Yes,
he was throwing parties with Mark Barnes in Washington, D.C. And then he became an intern at Uptown. And Andre got passed over. Like, how do you go from being the president of Uptown and losing your entire company to your intern? If I were to put a label on Puff, I would say that he's the Andy Warhol of hip hop. And he got smart and he listened to all of his advisors, mostly Clive Davis, and he won. Like, he was determined to win. Like, nobody knew how determined he was to win. Like, that whole...
Puffy's niggas is rolling over on them too. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
Of that. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danity Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him.
They turning on, baby, honey. They turning like two left shoes, baby. Dialogue is his name, and he got plenty of dialogue. This one, for example.
I want to dig deeper into this lawsuit by Cassie, because when we did the first interview, we couldn't get into everything because the lawsuit is so long. So looking at this lawsuit, she alleges that, Diddy, he'll make her look online for BBCs for their freak-out sessions. And she say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So, what you think about that?
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Because you got to realize this lawsuit and the information they had and they gave the Diddy people was 6 months ago. So some of that stuff was cut out. Okay, we're gonna give you this, but you got to cut this part out. Cassie, who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black, not only for herself, but for somebody else who we all know that was in the room with her. So if he want to see it and he want her to touch it, that other person in the room with her just might want to feel it.
So you feel like Diddy was having sex with the male prostitutes?
There had to be for both of them. They was in the room. Right?
You're right.
I mean, honey, it depends on how you define sexuality. Elektra, if y'all watch Pose, honey, Elektra, and her man who was keeping her had explained that, honey, sometimes they just like it in the room. Sometimes they just like it to be in the room. Child, I ain't for all that foolishness. I ain't gonna lie to you, honey. All that shit is weird to me, honey. Now, I ain't gonna say all of it's weird, cause I might not be mad at seeing my partner get bust down by somebody else. I might not be mad at that. Judge your mother. But all of this manipulation and coercion and it all just sounds like repressed sexuality to me. Sounds like repressed homosexuality to me. It also could be some trauma-based homosexuality or some homosexuality-based trauma. Sounds like it's going on. I feel like this industry is a revolving door evolution of abuse, actual abuse against people in general. Actual abuse, actual exploitation, honey, human trafficking, And that's been since the beginning. That's been since the beginning. Fun fact. In this European-based society, the history of acting in this European-based society, the actors were prostitutes, literally. We haven't got, and that was what, Shakespeare? We haven't gotten far away from that now.
Comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people.
Well. These Negroes ain't trying to get no money out of the city. Because y'all quick to say whenever somebody come out and reveal, a lot of y'all be misogynist and stuff, and y'all be quick to hop on the train that it's always about money when people come out when it involves men being predatory. But specifically celebrities, specifically black ones. Y'all hop on that money. Oh, it's about the money. And don't get me wrong, I think the only point that y'all really make is that it's more commonly black men who are being accused and being put on the chopping block, when we know in actuality that a lot of these black men, they have been traumatized by white people. Didn't y'all hear them say that Diddy interned for Clive Davis, who is openly queer and about 300 years old? Child, what y'all think he been doing? He whole career been involved with black artists. So y'all think he wasn't involved with them black men behind the scenes, them black boys, them young producers and songwriters, Clive David? Baby, honey. Now you know Fofty. Ass, but honey, child, that things sound different now. Baby. The math be mathing different now.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time. What the fuck you talking about?
Yes, honey. Fofty says that the Diddy parties was known to be the get women parties. And again, honey, save our children. Y'all trying to protect y'all children from drag queens and stuff who may make the children feel comfortable in expressing various gender expressions. Having various gender expressions. Y'all scared. Y'all want us to stay away so that y'all children could stay in these male and female boxes. Honey, but who is protecting the children from the people who y'all approve of? Child. Baby. I'm calling it. Directed by Fofty. It'd be nice if it would be directed by Ava DuVernay or somebody, though, wouldn't it? Honey, I've been told y'all that I think that this has spiraled for a while. I think that the hip hop police have been on Diddy for a while. Honey, if you don't know who the hip hop police is, do your research. It's literally a branch of the government, law enforcement in the United States that specifically targets black musicians and entertainers. They just breeze right over the Clive Davises and go straight to the Bill Cosbys and the Diddys. And where is Harvey Weinstein? She's still in jail? Remember, we had to discuss Harvey Weinstein because she is one of the extra letters of the LGBTQ. She one of the elemental PI intersex. Y'all, the court documents revealed that Harvey Weinstein, had more of a vagina than you might have expected than the average. Anyway, child, honey, I think this all sparks from the setup, and I think it all started from the setup, honey. Keefy D.
I told him, this thing's bigger than Nino Brown, and I gotta listen, boy.
This thing is bigger than Keefy D.
I'm going down. I'll take a whole lot of people in the park. I told him, this thing's bigger.
And Keefy D made it very clear that Diddy was the one that he was taking down with him, honey. I don't know if y'all seen the tapes, honey. Let's do a little intermission real quick, honey, so we can get the rest of the tea together. Honey, what is y'all thinking? Let me know in the chat, in the comments. What do y'all think about Diddy? Honey, what do y'all think about 50? Yeah. Let me situate this tea. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I know we still got a lot of tea with Diddy. Diddy didn't always had a lot of shit with him. Baby. It's a shame we got so much to say about Diddy in this one chat. Tiana says since Cassie sued him as head of his business, he's stepping down of every. Yeah, he is trying to step down because he's trying to save them coins and them sponsors. Yeah. Thought Diddy settle out of court with her. He did. He settled out of court immediately. And that was the whole point that I was trying to bring up. QB, Bianca. What's up, Bianca, by the way? He settled real fast, real quick, and really in a hurry. It wasn't no question about it, honey. Bianca said that she likes Diddy. Honey, some of the men that I love most and the ones that are closest to me are the most toxic. I'm not judging. Bianca said, what is a BBC? A big black rooster. A big black rooster. Tiana said, baby, if Kim Porter was still with us, well, honey, that is something else that is starting to be discussed. Tiana, the possibility of her being poisoned by Diddy. Honey, people been discussing the idea of Kim being poisoned by Diddy, and how all these people close to Diddy just magically have heart attacks, especially when they want to write stories about their lives and stuff like that. They said that, Diddy is scared of certain aspects of his life being exposed, whether people realize that their secrets or not, But people said that Diddy was paranoid about when Tupac put out Hit 'Em Up. And now Keefy D, who has admitted to being part of taking Tupac out, has also admitted that he was paid off by Diddy to take Tupac out, specifically because Diddy was nervous about the response to the Hit 'Em Up record by Tupac. What was that group that was with that Tupac had back in the day? Tupac and the Outlaws? Was it the Outlaws? Yeah, for y'all who don't know, Tiana is involved grew up with the Hollywood people, honey. So Tiana did grow up with Kim and did know Kim personally. Tiana says, Kim told me Diddy was dangerous. Rest her soul. Alright, we just gonna run with the rest of this live, honey. I can't promise you what we is and what we ain't gonna get. I can promise you we gonna get a couple more teas. We gonna spill a couple more teas before I roll up out of here though, but I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. They said that right now everybody's trying to milk all the money that they can out of Diddy, honey, before he gets really implicated or charged in this Tupac case, honey, with Keefy D. Baby, honey. Sis got something to say about the whole legalese of it, honey. Y'all know I ain't no lawyer.
Her attorneys were really brilliant. They didn't sue just Diddy. They sued his corporations.
They sure did.
And they sued his corporations and sued in her capacity as an employee. When you do that, it triggers commercial liability insurance. Yeah. And it triggers another policy called directors and officers. Okay, and we know he's a director of these companies as the CEO. So now you got two policies. What happens then is it takes away Puffy's ability to settle. It's not his choice no more.
So it's no longer personal accountability. It's his organization.
It's his organization. And it's no different than like if you hit somebody with your car. Let's say you have State Farm. State Farm gets to decide to settle, not you. You could say, I didn't run the stop sign. That's not true. They're lying. If State Farm says, we don't care, we did our investigation, we're settling, that's it. That's what happened here. So because they added those claims, the corporate insurance carrier got to say, read over and say, oh, hell no, we giving her the money.
We're hearing you. Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be able to leave anything to his children, he needs to walk away from all of these corporations.
Damn, he can no longer be the head of his corporations?
Well, remember, didn't I say directors and officers liability?
Yeah.
More than likely, what will happen is those insurance companies, they have the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director or officer.
For all who didn't understand me, she essentially said what I said. He got to step away from these companies, honey, if he plans to maintain any revenue from these companies, honey. And since you brought up Kim, honey, I imagine that Kim is probably in heaven right now saying, this nigga, honey, Jesus might not always come when you call him, but he's always on time. Even if that time seemed way too late and way too short because it's been way too many victims already. Honey, I keep telling y'all Christians not to judge Jesus now. Honey, Diddy is out here though. He outside. He's outside, him and Carisha Brownlee. Carisha Brownlee don't look too happy. Pray for Carisha Brownlee, honey. He is an on-time God. Yes, he is.
Hey, Puff. Shampoo and Puff. That's what it is. Can I get a shot of y'all too right here? Yeah. Hey, yo, man.
Oh, Lord, the mic ain't been on this whole time, honey, and I've been steady talking. Child, we gonna have to run it back then, honey, so that y'all can hear what I was saying. Baby, honey, I bet you that underneath them sunglasses, Puffy was looking like an iguana. I bet you he was looking like an albino velociraptor gecko. Honey, I think he was on the hard substances. I think Diddy was on the hard substances. Let me take look how he was looking into the sky and stuff. I think he was on one of the hard substances, baby, or a couple of them. Just say no. I dare you to say no, honey. I feel like Diddy is daring himself to be sober. Look how he looking into the sky like he ain't never seen New York before. You think that was one of the BBCs that he made Cassie fine? No, you know that man don't fit the stereotype. You know Cassie was finding BBC Butch Queens so that they could interact with Diddy. Said, honey, partial Butch Queen, gay for pay. Honey, baby, I don't know about y'all, but this party is getting awkward. This ain't what I heard Diddy parties give, honey. And they letting people record in the Diddy party? When did they start doing that, honey? This is giving very go to jail soon. This party is giving me very going to jail soon. If you from the hood, then you know. The last party that the nigga had before he get locked up, this seemed like this might not be the last, but it's like, you know, this is when we starting to wind it down. It's giving an awkward situation. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. And now y'all saying that Justin ain't really his son. Honey. Y'all saying that Justin ain't really Diddy's son neither. Y'all saying that Anfernee Wolf is really Justin's father. Honey. Sis, Tiana, you know anything about that? See, you know anything about if Anfernee was really Justin's father? You know, can we verify with you this evening? It looks very likely that Anfernee was Justin's real father. Honey. Jesus is weeping somewhere. Honey, but I think that's all we got on Diddy, honey. Let me run it down. Let me run down the last few topics we got real quick. I forgot about that one. I forgot we was talking about that one. Well, we had already been talking about BBC. Wait, which one are they? Okay. Alright, let me get these stories together. This is the intermission. Talks amongst yourself. Honey, he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. On time.
But that.
Okay. All right, yeah, honey. We're about to talk Saucy Santana. We're about to talk Kyle Anfernee. If you don't know, that is CEO of the Neighborhood Talk, Kyle Anfernee. Honey, we're going to talk about I forgot. Oh, we got some tea. Well, I forgot we had this much tea on these people live tonight. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. On-time God. Yes, he is. I ain't fooling with y'all. We not staying up out here too much longer. Baby, but I got a couple more teas for y'all before I roll up out of yeah. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see Kaya crazy ass?
We the people versus fugly, non-sexy, knocked up ass red. Gag or the fugly red. Your glass is being charged with not being ashamed of your goddamn self. Doing whole shit and being mad about it. Being a deadbeat mama, a deadbeat daddy, a deadbeat daughter, and a deadbeat young thugger looking like ass bitch. Skin looking like a wrinkled bed sheet. Attempted to come for a real queen. Being ugly didn't matter than a motherfucker. Looking like an old crumbled up stale ass backwood that ain't nobody buying. Take that shit back to the store, whore. But ain't no refund. Not being able to handle the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, but ain't nobody helping you but the devil. Acting like you that bitch when you ain't shit. And it shows, bitch. Fucking on niggas that don't want you, not knowing who your baby daddy is. Sucking on balls and toes at the same damn time. Getting pissed and shitted on and trying to come for a real queen. Not knowing who the fuck your baby daddy is. Refusing to go and get tested. Letting fuck niggas film fucking your dry ass pussy on live. You dirty black footed ass bitch. Walking around barefooted, dirty, and pregnant at the same damn time. Trying to clap back with the clap. Being mad because your non-fans is trying to understand what the fuck your decrepit looking ass is saying in your whack ass music, but we don't understand. Looking like the hot pack that don't nobody want and don't nobody want to buy it either. Trying to roast like you was really about that life and ain't. Looking like some crust in them niggas' draws you be eating. Needing your ass whooped just as soon as you drop that goddamn baby out your stinking foul ass pussy. They're gonna have to do a C-section to get her out because it damn sure can't come through your pussy canal. Tweeting about your pussy stinking like it's cute when it's not, you dumpster smelling ass bitch. Thinking you a rap star when you ain't being slow as a motherfucker. Still disgusting every fucking body that come into your view. Looking like a llama in the face, eating ass and sucking toes for free at the same damn time. Not getting your pussy treated, thinking you got hits that stick like grits and you never fucking did and never will, bitch. Looking for a rich baby daddy when you a poor, broke baby mama. Trying to pin that bastard on Drake and he don't want it, never baby. Trying to roast an old hoe that looks younger, let's get that right, than you young ass, tired ass, disease infested asshole. Bumping your head on the headboard one too many times thinking you could come for me. And acting like you a superstar rapper when you're still looking like a copper penny. An old dusty penny too that's been left in the cup holder of an old school box Chevy. Stick it in a motherfucker gag order. Just like your skin.
No comment. No comment. Did y'all see this? Speaking of Sexy Red, a lot of people have been wondering what happened to our Dej Low, for example. You know what I mean? It's been 8 years ago since this week when her little dirt dropped my Beyonce. Honey, so then the questions started coming. They was like, you know, her career downfall needs to be studied. Shade Fendiana. That was the shade, honey. I've been wondering where she been, though. Big Boss D's had, you know, King D's had made a point. Said, nigga, her boyfriend stole her style, blew up off it, and left her. Talking about Lil Durk. How did Bobby Lights end up in this? Can somebody explain to me how and why Bobby Lights ended up in this? Talk about her next topic. I just wanted to look at the post. I wanted to be in real time, see what was going on. And somehow we ended up with Bobby Lights getting called all kinds of crackheads on Beyonce's internet. Baby, Dej Loaf asked if Bobby was good. I don't think Bobby was good, sis. I don't think Bobby been good for a while. But what they have said in the streets is that why it's next topic for Bobby, because Bobby cool with Durk baby mother. Or was asking if Bobby was cool with Durk. You know they do anything for their cis hetero approval child. But I'm guessing he probably cool with the baby mother. Bobby always comments from a biased perspective. Is what Sweet Ree has said. Bobby always comment from a you just don't want no career perspective. Child.
Give me one of them $100 bills out your pocket. I'd be happy like a motherfucker.
Yeah, 2 or 3 of them.
Okay, let's go get it.
Cut out.
You
2, 3 on them. $300 bill.
Yeah, I'm on them, baby.
What's
I ain't gonna do a damn thing for it. Is that what you think?
Got
Child, honey, that's how I feel about Bobby Lights commenting on anything. Now, before we get up out of here, we got to talk about Kyle Anfernee. Child, honey, y'all see the stream is called Gays Gone Wild. Kyle is apparently like the CEO, founder of the Neighborhood Talk, the gossip blog Neighborhood Talk, honey. Yes. Kyle is, if you ask me, a successful entrepreneur, honey. The Neighborhood Talk is one of the top 3 celebrity blogs in the black community right now online, baby. So why is it that Kyle is out here like this? Can somebody please explain? Can somebody please explain why Kyle is outside like this, honey? And that ain't it. That's just one. That's a whole different one. It depends on if you like it peeled or unpeeled. Can somebody please explain to me why the CEO, the gay black CEO of his own company, a very popular, very reputable company, you know, if you're into gossip, and you probably are since you're here. Why is Kyle out here like this? Why do black men, Jesus, why do y'all do it? And of course, Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop, from Baddies, from Too Old to Be on reality TV, still acting a whole fool when you got children that's the same age as your castmates and co-hosts on your shows and stuff that you fighting and swinging on, girl. That's old enough to be your children when you're not swinging on your children and when you're not intoxicated, and then they finally get you in the boxing ring, honey, and you can't even last the whole round, honey. You get drugged and dragged, not even by the person you boxing, but by the substances and the alcohol that you consume. But regardless of all of that, Tommy should have never even had access to Kyle doing no foolishness like that. And I'm tired of y'all girls using dumbass excuses. Oh, I trusted him. Girl, don't share that narrative, bitch, with nobody else. Because if you still trusting people with videos and to, exploit you, like the internet ain't a whole real thing, then you too fucking dumb for us to give a fuck about your opinion. Because you not no role model or example for nobody. Girl, honey. Even my profile on Grindr says that I'm not sending you no nudes, and I'm not. And if you do get some from me, it's because you didn't pay for them, and they not me. You didn't pay for me to send you nudes, or somebody else is what you was dumb the fuck enough to do, honey. And I hope that y'all collect them. Come, pay me for some more. All you gotta do is hit the Cash App. Where we at? All you gotta do is hit the Cash App. Pay me. I'll send you some. Sure, they me. Sure. Wait till I blow up to put them out, so that the people who have interacted with me we can laugh at y'all together. Anyway, Kyle is giving me insecure butch queen. I think a lot of times the gays goes wild. And this includes the transgenders too, honey. This includes anybody who has lived as a homosexual, does live as a homosexual, or interacts with homosexuality in the bedroom, interacts homosexually. Honey. Kyle, look how Kyle is standing at the Billboard Music Awards, honey. It's giving me very insecure. It's giving me very caved in chest bottom. It's giving me very, girl, why you got all that bashing in your hair, honey? Is you even in your 30s yet, Kyle? But I'm going to let y'all hear Kyle speak, honey. Child.
Who are you laid up with after you're running a company?
Myself.
Are you dating?
Sadly.
Sadly?
Yes.
Yourself is good enough.
I know, but you want
to rub on something.
Yeah, touch a cucumber,
What are your 3 non-negotiables for dating?
No nude pics.
What does that mean? They never sent any?
Honey, he got stuttering for the same reason that I'm motherfucking stuttering. Cause no nude pics. Kyle, that's one of your requirements for dating. Kyle, you fucking lying. Kyle, everybody that exists and who knows who you are, know that you exist. Baby, we done seen you going bobblehead on the internet for free with no OnlyFans, honey. You shouldn't need an OnlyFans. At this point, you should be at least a multi-millionaire, Kyle. And if not, you're not doing your game right, honey. Hire me to be on your team, baby. I'll put my own social media to the side to work on the platform that you got going on, but I'm going to have to work from an administrative level because clearly, Kyle, you should not have done this fucking interview. And these should not have been your answers. But I'm going to let Kyle finish.
Any? Or they don't have none. What does that mean?
3 non-negotiables. I mean, I don't really have any non-negotiables.
So you just say, hey, come all.
I mean, but are you doing that? Are you a one come all person?
No.
Right.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. How did that affect you?
Child. Kyle said that he's not come one, come all, but he's just come on me on camp. Child, let's see if Kyle's been cheated on, child.
Yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. How did that affect you?
I turned into the cheater.
You be cheating now?
Nah, I didn't turn into the cheater, but I turned cold.
Baby, did y'all hear the way Kyle backtracked and pussy popped in less than 17 seconds? He said, the answer was good at first. Yeah, I turned into a cheater. You know, that was believable. You know, that was the move. You know, that's what we was doing, Kyle. But then, Kyle, you gonna lie in the same breath and say, no, you turned. No, you didn't mean to say you became a cheater. You meant to say you turned. Kyle, honey. Kyle, I want you to do a Diddy, and I want you to get somebody else to do it. Yeah, Kyle, I want you to get, as far as being CEO and public face of the neighborhood talk, I want you to go ahead and get somebody else to do it. I don't think you meant to be the public face of that brand. Because, you know, it's a journalist brand. And when we depend on sources to get our news from, we want to be able to trust them like they're honest. I don't know if anybody ever told you, Kyle, but you don't come off as honest. You come off as a few different things. You know, we talked insecure and caved in chest bottom. Not getting honest. Get somebody else to do it. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Oh, they in here. Y'all in here kikiing off of Kaya. Kaya is a kiki. Jesus has wept and continues to weep. Yes. Yes, honey. Yes. Bible. Yes, Tiana. Somebody else to do it. Somebody else to do it. You trying to be out here like Kyle, Tiana? And if you decide to lie about being a slut, Tiana, and you build a brand, I'm going to tell you that when it comes to the face of the brand, get somebody else to do it as well. The rules don't change because you're my sister. Honey, Tiana compared Bobby Lights to Azalea Banks. The shade is, honey, Bobby is the queen, and Bobby can't even read half as good as Azalea. Not a shady read, and probably not a library, you know, actual pick up a book and be a scholar read neither. But honey, this is our last subject before we roll up out of here. Let me see. Do we want to do one more viral video before we hop up on our last subject? I think we're going to do one more viral before we hop up on our last subject. Honey. Baby, I don't know if y'all seen this one, honey. Jesus. It's your girl. Y'all don't judge y'all girl, honey. Y'all got to find out what's going on with your girl first.
She drew her lashes.
What is that on your face?
It's liner.
What is it?
It's a pencil.
It's supposed to be an eyelash?
Yes, I don't wear the fake ones.
Oh, so you draw the lashes on?
Yes.
You see that? That's nice.
Wow. 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 Okay.
Baby, you know I'm going to forever show love to other people in the mental health awareness diagnosis community. You're not laughing at people if you're laughing with them, honey. And a lot of us crazy people know that we crazy as hell. You can kiki. It's okay. Right. Baby, our last tea is Santana. We got to get into some tea about Santana. We ain't talked about Santana in a while.
Is facing backlash for roasting a woman on set. There's a clip that's been going around. Saucy has some of the girls in an uproar over some things he had to say on a set of a video shoot recently. Now, this video came out where Saucy is interacting with an unidentified woman. When she walks away, Saucy starts complaining about the type of woman that apparently his team brought to set, referencing the woman who just walked away.
And then y'all even got no bad. He ain't had no BBL. Her makeup wasn't done. Like, what are we doing?
So like the need a BBL?
Yeah, like they ain't got no BBLs, no mink lashes, no lace wigs, no nothing. She just came out and said.
Now, social media users were not happy that Saucy Santana was body shaming a woman who chose to be natural. Some people showed their disappointment in how common it is for people to flaunt their image that have been heavily altered.
Mhm.
One person said, "See, this is the problem now." Another one said, 3 BBLs and still being built like a hot air balloon is crazy. He got some nerve.
Oh my Lord, honey, the 3 BBLs and still being built like a hot air balloon. That is crazy, and that's a crazy read, bitch. Honey, whoever did that one, honey, you ate that one, bitch. Honey. But Saucy had came back out and very much, you know, because the children was after he read Old Girl, the children was giving, oh, but you want to be a woman. Oh, but you want to be a woman. Oh, but you want to be a woman. My man, my man, my man, my man, my woman. You know what I mean? It was very much given this. Let me see. I think I got a clip. Now, which one is the clip and which one is the dip? We got the clips, dip, and salsa. Okay, here we go. Armand be low vibrational over there with the cisgender women, and you know, y'all know how the cis gays be over there with the cisgender women, honey. Child acting a fool. Both of them smelling like a fish market. Lord forgive me. Cause Butch Queen Bottoms be smelling like fish markets too when they be taking, you know, when they be the load me up girls and they be taking several loads and then don't douche them and all that. You know, they want to squeeze them out. That it be smelling very fishy. For all who don't know.
Do you not think that at any moment these women are going to crucify you? Especially when you start trying to seemingly give them critiques when it looks as if you are emulating a city girl, which is a woman. Like, girl, you don't ever read the room. And then you get mad when people be like, girl, that was not smart. But you think you're just so tea. You just that girl. But this is why your work is no longer selling. Because you're alienating your audience, girl. And your minds and your ghetto ass mindset goes to.
Okay, see, I didn't realize Armand had made all these points because, honey, you know how we is over here, honey. We love Armand, baby, and we still keep dialogue open, honey. People don't have to agree with us for us to want to talk to them and listen to what they have to say. Anyway, I'm going to hop on what I don't agree. Armand was talking about emulating a city girl and all of that, blah, blah, blah. Baby, we have already had this conversation over and over again. Men and women have contributed to this whole ideology of femininity. Men and women have both contributed to this whole ideology of masculinity by societal standards and societal norms. if you don't understand what I'm saying, then that means that you're in the back of the class and you need to listen more and talk less when it comes to things like gender. A lot of the people got mad because Saucy came out and made it very clear that he does not have any interest in being a woman, identifying as a woman, being seen as a woman, or having any of the parts that cisgender women have or have commonly. People didn't like hearing that. People didn't like hearing that. People didn't take the time to even process that, because automatically, if you're feminine, then you must want to be a woman. People are innately feminine. People are innately masculine. Honey, when we see you refrigerator built bitches out here, that don't mean that you want to be a man, honey. That's just who you naturally are. Refrigerator built, man built bitch. When you the hard face, hard voice cunt, see, I have to talk to y'all like this for y'all to understand what I'm saying. The ones who didn't understand it, how I explained it originally, because I'm saying the same thing, but this is just a ratchet translation. When you a hard brick face built bitch, when you one of the hard voice cunts, honey, and when you transpassing as a motherfucker, that don't mean that you want to be a man. You just naturally, by societal standards, fit into masculine categories. Let me try another one for you. Just because you have a vagina and you prefer to wear sweatsuits and sneakers and clothes that can commonly be found in the men's section of the store, that does not mean that you want to be a man. And the same goes for Saucy Santana and all of the femmes like Saucy Santana. Yes, I identify as a woman, but I'm referring to that. Not all of them want to be women. And even me being somebody who identifies as a woman, I damn sure don't want to be confused for a cisgender one. And I damn sure don't want to have to go through the shit that y'all have to go through. I'm grateful all the time for being trans, that I don't have to deal with menstrual cycles. And I'm still a woman, that I don't have to deal with unwanted pregnancies. And I'm still a woman, honey, that I ain't got to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit that y'all ain't got to deal with. And still, guess what? Be a woman. And I think that's why a lot of y'all be making for real. Penis envy is a real thing. Penis envy is a real thing, and it does exist amongst cisgender women, honey. But, like I said, Armand was making some points, honey.
Selling. Because you're alienating your audience, girl. You're just so tea. You just that girl. But this is why your work is no longer selling. Because you're alienating your audience, girl. In your mind, and your ghetto ass mindset goes to, if a girl don't have a BBL, she's not sickening. So think about all the women that don't have BBLs that wanted to walk them like a dog, that are now no longer going to walk them like a dog, because in their mind, you don't think that they're cute enough to do so because they don't have a BBL and some stupid ass lashes out to here. Well, everybody is not 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 years old trying to bang a rapper, smoking hookah every night on the weekends in Buckhead. Like, girl, think bigger. It's like she could go farther, but she doesn't think big. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's dumb. I don't care. Ghetto. She's stupid.
And I can't say that I'm disagreeing with not a word that was said in that last little segment. I think Armand essentially summed up everything that I was thinking and everything that I tend to think when it comes to the downfall of Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana, we seen Saucy Santana peak, I believe. Baby, this ain't giving no Little Richard talent. This ain't giving no Elton John talent, honey. This ain't giving no Usher talent. This ain't giving. Girl. You one of the girls that can keep it pushing and can continue getting pushed. out of the way. Girl, you keep shooting yourself in the motherfucking foot, huh? Like, girl, I want you to learn aim, and I want you to put on the safety. Child, because like on my side, it's given so ghetto and so ratchet that it's low vibrational. And us ghetto and ratchets who even appreciate the ghetto and ratchet, we don't want it being super low vibrational all the time. You know, you got mid vibrational bitches like me who call people slow and niggas and bitches and a whole bunch of stuff that'll get me demonetized. Fabulous. You know, but still, girl, like with me, for example, the message is censorship. And the message is learning how to be so confident in your own identity that words can't break you. They can't break your soul. You know, like Beyonce. Santana, you ain't got no message. It ain't no message. Honey. But I thought that him and Zell Swag was still together, honey. They talk about Santana gonna be on the next season of Love and Hip Hop. Him and Zell Swag gonna be showing they love and showing they relationship and all of that. Y'all know Zell Swag was on Love and Hip Hop before. I'm imagining that's the reason why they, did their little relationship or pretended to be together or whatever. So that Saucy could get on Love and Hip Hop or use that, if necessary. And now it's necessary. Honey, let's take Jonathan Pink ass up off this screen because I don't even know if I'm going to incorporate her. I don't even know if she's necessary. Honey, she got her full free promotion. What I do want to talk about is how is Zell Swag and Saucy going to go on next season Love and Hip Hop together? If Saucy is back messing with D, or is that the storyline? Is that the storyline that we need to expect? That Saucy is going to be low key messing with Zell and Z? Child, honey, I don't mean no harm. I'd rather watch that than honey watch the trannies fighting with bald head Tasha K being the moderator. Baby. Child, honey. Look, I can only tell you my truth.
Sometimes the girlies are like, lace where? But I see the lace. I see the lace.
And this is exactly what the hell that I mean. I can only tell you my truth. If you trying to find the lace and I see the lace, then maybe we just have to accept that we have different vision abilities. Let me check in with y'all. That's it. That was all the topics I got for y'all. But I'm getting ready to run back this chat. See what y'all doing. And the toes at the same time. And the toes at the same time. Honey, yes, Santana. Yes, honey. Santana. Tiana says Santana very much gives problematic beauty influencer YouTube vibes with a music career. Yeah, Tiana, it is crazy that Santana is an icebox built bitch and got a nerve to be promoting other people to keep getting BBLs. That's everybody just gonna look like an appliance. Tiana also said, I think the piece he makes me want to write by using the word ghetto as to mean less intelligent. Baby, honey, a lot of these hoes from the ghetto are less intelligent. We're keeping it 100. We're going into 2024 keeping it 100. We ain't making no whole bunch of excuses for people. Tiana, Shout out to all of y'all for coming through. Shout out to Mr. Smith for donating to the live, for donating to the channel. Shady Grady. Yes, honey. Hit your pay pigs up, honey. Hit your sugar daddies up. Send them my content. No, I'm not trying to take them from you. No, I'm not trying to smash them. If you send them over here and watch my content, honey, you might end up making more money. I might convince them to pay you more, honey, baby, by educating them on the transmission fluid community, baby. Honey, peace, love, and blessings to you and yours, child.